everyone. Well, it could be afternoon where you are. Hello. I hope you're having a good day today. This is going to be a super fun live, but you guys know, before we get into any of the details, we like to be live and chat with you all for a few minutes, just to make sure that the people who are getting emails and notifications can trickle on into the stream. So, good morning, everyone. I hope you all are having a fantastic day. I cannot believe that I had the tingle to wear a hoodie today.
Me either, Rachel, because the high is still in the 80s.
However, when I got up this morning, it was like 68.
I know.
And I'm like, I'm just going to pop a little hoodie. I have a shirt on under this, which, by the way, is rare. If I wear a hoodie, usually I just have a tank top underneath it because I get too hot with all the layers.
Yeah.
But I have a t-shirt on under this because I know it's going to be hot, so I can shed some layers today. But I am wearing a hoodie because sometimes I get a glimmer of fall.
I did have a pumpkin spice latte for the first time yesterday.
Becca got one, texted the group chat with me and Anna, then I had to go get one, then Anna had to go get one.
But Anna didn't get one because they made it wrong.
I got one though.
It
was delicious.
Yeah, I also got one this morning.
But I love pumpkin spice anything. How are you all doing today? Happy to see this demonstration. Miss Linda, this is going to be super fun. I have not done a Bleach shirt. It's been years. I've done several of them in the past, a lot of different ways. Today I'm going to be using some negative space and some vinyl to use as like a stencil for our bleach. It's going to be super fun. We'll go through all that here in just a moment. If you guys are brand new here, first, welcome. We're so happy that you're here at Oak and Lamb. My name is Rachel Langston. The voice that you'll hear is Miss Becca Oaks. We are both owners and craft educators here, and we are so glad that you joined us today for this live. If you are watching right now or if you are watching later on, know how much we love that you are here. Make sure that you are subscribed to our channel if you're not already. That helps us so much. I wish it was cooler here in Florida. Linda, it's hard to feel sorry for you over there in Florida. I gotta tell you. I love Florida. I think I could stand the heat for Florida a little bit. I really could. I could. But anyways, if you are brand new and you have any questions about who we are, what we do, and what we can offer you, definitely let us know. That's what we're here to do. We love to educate. That is where our passion is. We love to educate and grow communities in so many different types of crafting. I mainly do Cricut crafting and a bunch of one-off random things. I do some screen printing and clay. I love using clay. I've done, I can make candles sometimes. Really, if you guys ask about it or we have it in our wheelhouse at all, we'll do it. And if we don't, one of us is usually passionate about learning it and being able to teach you guys. We do a lot of laser cutters, a lot of sublimation. Anna is a killer at woodworking. We do sewing, so much stuff here at Oak and Lamb. And in our membership, you get cut files with free commercial use licensing, amazing member-only perks, a community on Facebook that is exclusive and completely unmatched. We offer a lot here. If you have any questions, let us know. And if you want to use the code 35OFF, you can get $35 off an annual membership with us here at Oak and Lamb. We can talk more about that later as well. And we will jump on into supplies, which are extremely minimal for the craft today, which I love. You guys might have all of this with you at your home today. If you do, go ahead and try this. It's a great thing to do, especially if you have some of those cheaper shirts that are laying around. Maybe you got some from the Dollar Tree, or maybe you have some stashed away for HTV projects. This would be great. So we have a 100% cotton shirt. This one is my favorite color, blue. We also have a spray bottle. Now this sometimes is important, but the nozzle of the spray bottle can be twisted to have like a mist flow or a stream flow. This is important if you're doing negative space type projects and you want to make sure you can be super precise with your spray bottle. The Dollar Tree doesn't have anything like this. The Dollar Tree has the ones that has like the on, off, and it's always a mist. So do think about that. Also, Becca's the one who told me about this because I'm young and dumb, that it's best to put your bleach in a glass bottle because bleach actually will eat through certain types of plastic.
Yeah, so we've gotten comments in the past. They're like, but it comes in a bleach bottle. Yes, or a plastic bottle. It does come in a plastic bottle, but there are different grades of plastics, and this is graded specifically for bleach. If you put it in one that is not, then it will likely eat through the bottom and ruin your table. I speak from experience because it happened to me. So if you're not sure, just use a glass bottle.
Yeah, so I'm going to be pouring this in here to spray on my shirt, and then right after the live, I'm pouring it right back in its own bleach bottle because we do not have any glass bottles today. So just PSA for that. We also have a heat gun because if you guys have ever worked with bleach, the process will speed up in the sun if you lay it outside, or if you have a heat gun with heat. So if you can do that, that'll speed up the process. It's not essential to the project. It will eventually fade all of that color out, whether you add heat to it or not, just over time. But since we're live, we wanted to speed the process up a little bit, so that's what we'll be using today. We also have vinyl that we have a lot of. So we have a ton of black, regular vinyl. So that's what we're going to be using today. Yes, ma'am.
On that note, I put it in the private Facebook group, but 143 Vinyl sent out an email. This has nothing to do with regular vinyl, but if you need some HTV, then you can purchase that through this evening and receive 10% off by using the code SHEETS10.
Ooh.
So if you need some, get it.
Yeah, it's already an exceptional price at 143
Yep.
Vinyl. That's where we get all of our vinyl, by the way. Caesar Easy Weed is the HTV we use, and StarCraft Premium Vinyl is the adhesive vinyl we use. Both we order from 143vinyl.com. Prices are completely unmatched. Color selection, you can't find it anywhere. Their color selection is incredible. And ship time,
Phenomenal, yeah.
We're close. It's in Lexington, Kentucky. Wow, Lexington, Kentucky. That's a tongue twister today for some reason. So we're about 4 hours away from the actual warehouse. So sometimes things show up the next day. I've had things show up that quickly. But from what we've heard from all of our friends, shipping is fast no matter where you are, which is great.
So I shared that link with you all. Y'all can grab it if you need to.
Thank you. Okay, so we have our vinyl. This is StarCraft. If you have a vinyl that you think's quality, that would be great for this. If you have vinyl that you have a crap ton in that like one color, like if you have a ton of brown and you're like, I'm just going to use that brown. If you just have whatever, if you don't like a color, if you bought like one of those multi-packs and you're not really a fan, use that on this. So because it's a stencil, if I didn't mention that already, we're using it as a stencil. So it's not like we're going to be placing adhesive vinyl on the shirt then wearing it around town. That's not what we're doing.
That's a no bueno.
That's a no bueno, Becca says. That's a no bueno. So definitely grab some vinyl you don't care about. I have to say this story because every time I say something like grab vinyl you don't care about, it makes me think of this. My cousin Joseph has a YouTube channel. 8 years ago he made a video on YouTube, if you can find it, props to you, about making, I already have it, I can send the link in like 3 seconds.
I didn't know that he had a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Okay.
He like cold starts lawnmowers, stuff like that, Joe stuff. And 8 years ago he made a grill, like a charcoal grill out of a soda can. So like a mini charcoal grill.
Okay.
And the famous quote that I use as much as I possibly can that he says in the video when he's giving his supplies. Now, this is like on a tripod in the floor of his exterior building that he built with his dad. Like if you could just imagine 8 years ago on who knows what type of phone. He's just sitting there showing the supplies used to make this charcoal grill with a soda can. And he says, go in the kitchen and get you a knife that you don't care to beat with a hammer. That quote entirely. And I bust out laughing so hard every time I hear it because I'm like, what? Who would be like, I've got just the knife. I know exactly what knife I don't care to beat with a hammer.
His poor mother.
I know that's one of Kathy's good knives.
Yeah, Kathy's going to kill him.
Hilarious. So little 8 years ago Joe, I just love that video. Love that video. He would be absolutely mortified if I was telling you about it for sure. Okay. We have a heat gun. I already said that. We have this one. It's like did we get this one? Was this one we got free? Or did we get this one separate?
Yes, it came with a kit. I think a resin kit or something.
And it's like,
it's fine. It does the job.
It's fine. It's okay. It's not like the best darn heat gun we've ever had, but it'll do the job. Apply some heat there. Or again, like I said, this would be definitely best to do outside because we are using chemicals, bleach. So doing it in a well-ventilated area will help a lot. We're using our Explore 3 today, and we have a light grip mat. Now, as far as tools, you are going to need some reverse tweezers. Those will help you. We also have a brayer and a regular weeder tool, true control knife, the works. You guys know the lineup for that. But that's it. There's really not a lot here on the table today. We also have some poster board. I'm going to be putting one inside the shirt. You can use a piece of cardboard or even parchment paper, something to create a barrier from the front of your shirt to the back, because you don't want that bleach to seep through and look like a horrible tie-dye fail on the back. So we're going to try and...
I'm going to step out for a moment.
We're going to try and avoid that at all costs. So let me check these comments. I want to make sure I haven't missed anything. Bottles you find in the cleaning section of stores are good to store bleach, but if you don't use it often, the bleach will crystallize in the sprayer. Maria, that is very good to know. So she's saying that most of these are created to be able to use with bleach. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, I have no idea how kind of to check that, but I trust you, Maria. I trust you. Okay, let's see. Hello, everyone late to the live, but finally caught one. Hello, L. Kimberly White. We're so glad that you are here. Thanks for being here. I just bought like 50 poster boards from the Dollar Tree yesterday. Carly, that's good. We have a box here that are fresh. Where's Kat? They're fresh white poster boards, and we're still using our old, not gross, but we're still using our old ones. So we are going to be using 2 different cut files today. I'm going to be completely honest. I haven't done this in a while, so I'm not sure how I want to do one element. I'm going to step over. Becca stepped out taking an important phone call. I'm going to switch the cameras. So I'm going to step over and switch the cameras over to Design Space. Sorry, you guys are going to see me for a second looking at my own comments. Now we're going to go over to Design Space. Okay, so here we are in Design Space. Here's the 2 cut files we're going to be using today. These were from an older collection that Becca made last year. Of course, I had to bring them out because I absolutely love them. So this one says Coffee and Dogs, and it's surrounded by a beautiful dog paw. And then this one says Give Me All the Pupper Snugs. And I just can't. But we are going to be getting rid of several of these elements to simplify this project because it is going to be bleached. So I'm going to take out this part of that cut file. I just want it to say Coffee and Dogs. And then this one, unfortunately, I don't want the text. I just want the dog paws here. So what's going to happen is these dog paws I'm going to cut out. And then this Coffee and Dogs I'm going to cut out because, again, we're going to be using this as a stencil. Now, what I think I'm going to do is take the dog paws and cut them out and place them individually and then spray around them because I kind of want them to look like I'm using them for the negative space. So the dog paws will be blue, but all around it will be bleached white, like kind of splattered a little bit, so you'll be able to see a lot of dimension in those dog paws. And then the Coffee and the Dogs, I'm gonna just use as a regular stencil. So what I'm gonna do is take a square. I'm gonna go up to Basic Shapes and take a square. Let me just go over here and make sure you guys are seeing everything I'm seeing here. Pupper Snugs, I love it. I love the Pupper Snugs one too. It's too cute. Okay, so I'm going to go up and click this lock ratio. I'm going to unlock this and make it big. So the name of the game here, whenever you're doing anything with a stencil, whether it's for paint, whether it's for something like this, which is bleach, which I would argue is a bit more important than using this for paint. You want to make sure that you have an ample amount of space around your project because we are going to be spraying this with bleach, and I don't want to get bleach outside the square. That won't look good at all. So I'm going to try to make my square fairly big here. Let me make it as big as I can here, 11.5. There we go. And let's see about that. That's a bit big. 8, 10, okay. Now this is like 6 inches. Well, I want this to be a little bit bigger. And that looks pretty good. Again, you want a lot of room here. Now 7.46 inches, that's not going to be huge. And I'm just going to be honest. It's also going to look a little bit small with the size of shirt we have today. The size of shirt we're working with today is a 3XL in adult sizes. So honestly, your design could be 9, 10, even 11 inches wide and still look decent on this shirt. But we're going to keep it to where our bleach will look good. And this size, 7.46 inches wide, will look good on most smaller sizes of your shirt. So what we're going to want to do to make this a stencil is take both of these. I'm going to click, drag, and select both of these layers. You can tell both layers are selected by looking at your layers panel here. I'm going to go over to align and align this in the center. And then I'm going to go down to my bottom of my layers panel and click slice. Now with that slice, I'm going to bring that over and delete that. Bring that over, delete that. And this is my stencil. This is what we're going to place on our shirt. Now for these guys, again, I think what I'm going to do, let's see. Actually, I need to get another shape because I want to cut these out individually. I'm going to have several cut, but I want to cut these out individually because, again, where is that rotate? There it is. I think I'm going to make these the negative space. So I'm going to place these down just like this, like with no box around them, and then have the white kind of splattered around the paw itself. So I think what I'm going to do is size this. That's 3 inches by 3 inches. Okay. That looks pretty good. 3 inches. Let me see here. 3 by 3. Yeah, 3 inches by 3 inches is good. So I'm going to cut out a bunch of these. So I'm going to go through here and duplicate these. Now we're going to have to place these individually, all these pieces. I think personally it's going to be worth it. I think it's going to look adorable. I'm going to keep doing this, and I'm going to take all of this and then duplicate that way. That should definitely be plenty for today's project. If I need more, of course, I can make more later. Now, I'm going to make all of this one color as well because I'm going to be cutting this out all on one color. I'm going to make it all black. Okay, now I'm going to click Make It. I have it selected on my Explore 3. I'm going to plug in that. Click Continue. And of course, you don't need to mirror anything or anything like that. Now, I'm going to cut this on the premium vinyl removable matte setting on less pressure. Me and Becca have learned our lesson with this blade. Honestly, it's cutting through a lot. So we're going to leave it on that less pressure. I'm going to click Remember this material setting so it will cut the same material setting on the same pressure setting for all of these layers. Does it say it wants it on 3 different mats? Are you kidding? I'm going to click Cancel. Cancel this cut. Oh, I can totally fit more on here. That's 6. Actually, you know what? Oh, really? Seriously? One. I'm going to move this object. I'm going to move it to this mat and place this one down here because I'm confident I can. Look at that. Okay, so now I've got all those on there. I could probably.
Was it just one they were putting on the other sheet?
It was one, Becca.
Good grief.
It was one. Okay. I swear, Cricut sometimes. I'm going to have to make this kind of perfect. So if some gets cut off at the edges, we'll just work with what we've got. Okay, I'm going to click Continue. Now we're down to 2 mats, which is much better. Coffee and Dogs, again, I'm going to click that premium vinyl removable mat. I'm going to give that less pressure and remember that setting. Now, I'm going to get my light grip mat, which we could probably use a standard grip for this one, honestly. We'll see how she does. Now, I need a full sheet of this. Now, you guys know my hack. This is how I load vinyl on the mat. Now, my bat is upside down for a good reason. It's very unsticky here, so I want to place my vinyl on the stickiest part, which is actually the bottom. So you can turn your mat 180 degrees and still load it in your Cricut successfully. So it's hard to go from the top cut if you're going to be straight. So what I like to do is keep my eye on 2 or 3 of these boxes going down. So if you can place your vinyl on here evenly at several of these boxes going down, then usually, I'm not going to say all the time, see right now I'm veering this way, usually you can get a pretty straight line here, and that was pretty decent. So I'm going to leave that and cut this off because it looks like I'm using just about the entire mat here. let's see. Yeah, so I'm going down to about 11 inches. So I'm just going to cut right here. Just like that. Leave that to the side. And now I'm going to braid this down because this being a light grip mat especially, I think braying down is going to help a lot. So I'm going to get my brayer, bray this down, just like that. Now I'm going to load us in, and we'll cut out. Now, let me go back to the comments, see if I'm missing anything. I caught you about to hit the road to go camping. Kat, I'm jelly. I'm jelly. I hope you have a great time. Where are you going? Where are you going? Amy, hi friends. I'm so glad I made this. This looks fun. Amy, welcome. We're so glad you made this too. And it will be fun. Okay, while that first mat is cutting, you can watch me. I'm gonna pour my bleach in here. Hopefully it'll be okay. Old Orchard Campground, 3 or so hours north. Oh, bleach is scary. This looks lime green.
Bleach is scary.
Put on all the PPE, your little heart desires, however you'd like to be safe. Please do that.
Do you ever use the 12 by 24 mats? I use them more than 12 by 12 because I hate changing out mats. We don't use them a lot. I think they're a little awkward the way that we generally have to craft, which was backward from you all. Like this is how we craft more than anything. I don't know. I think flipping it around would be a little bit awkward.
Probably. Maria, Rachel, please protect the
What about your
sweatshirt.
hoodie?
I have 3 of these. Not saying I want to sacrifice any, but saying I would rather sacrifice this than the shirt I have on underneath it because my work shirts are way more sparse than my work hoodies because that's just the type of gal I am. I'm going to try and shove one of these poster boards in this shirt, which again, it's not going to fit a normal size shirt, but this is a large shirt, so we're going to be able to put this in here. Put a piece of cardboard, something like that you have from one of your billions of Amazon deliveries that you lie to your husband about. You can put that in here. That's what you put in here. Okay, got that in there. And we could just leave this down here on the table. That's not going to hurt anything. We're going to unload our mat. We're going to bray this down again. You guys know the drill here. Braying it down. And grab your weeder tool. Weed the negative vinyl. And it's a square, which is super easy. And then we're weeding the insides of the letters because this is a stencil. So we're going to be weeding this. And I'm going to have to manually place 3 pieces, I think. Yeah. Look at me looking down. I'm like, let me think hard about this. I already messed it up. I think I might leave the O's. Am I going to leave the O's? I think I'm going to leave the O's like that. That might look horrible. You know what it says. I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. So now I just have to place one thing. Ooh, if I can. Ooh, we shall see. Okay, so you're going to peel this up. Now, here's the thing. If you want to try and use transfer tape, you can. I'm a little bit terrified to use transfer tape, but let me think through this. If I put it on my shirt a couple times and dull it down, it might not be bad. Let's do it. Let's learn. Because let me tell you, if this happens to be a bit of a fail, it's not going to matter because I can recut this out. Where's our masking paper transfer tape?
It's in one of those bottom drawers right there.
Is there one that's open?
There is. Did I move it?
Well, I might have. Might not have been. Is it
Is
in
it
here?
under
Oh,
there?
it's in here.
Okay.
It's in here.
You know, we got organized and now we can't find anything.
That's what happens.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. That's going to cover it pretty good. Becca, look, I ripped it. Are you happy?
I'm very
I'm going to put it on my shirt a couple times. Maybe once. I don't know if anything's gonna stick to that.
While you're doing this, I'm going to ask some questions, personal questions.
Okay.
Because I just got off the phone with my doctor. I was diagnosed with polycystic ovarian syndrome because I have cysts on my ovaries and because I'm insulin resistant. And we did blood work before, just to get the diagnosis, and my insulin level wasn't super high, but it was higher than what they wanted. So they put me on metformin. And it has not come down. This is the third time we've done blood work. It's not down where they want it, and we've upped the dosage 3 times now, and they told me that the blood work that happened on Tuesday, the numbers are higher than it was unmedicated. So I'm so frustrated because it tears my stomach up. So they're referring me to an endocrinologist, and I don't really know what all that means. I mean, I'm just frustrated because I'm tired of it. I don't know what it means.
Okay. Does anybody have any
insight there?
Any insight there? That would be great. That makes me want to scream.
I know, it's so frustrating.
That makes me so mad. Okay, place this down.
I like that you put transfer tape in the middle. And then you picked up the edges around it.
What do you mean?
I mean, it was smart.
This works great. I totally could have left the middles of those O's since this works good. I thought this was not going to work good. Okay, guys, do as I say, not as I do then. You can leave some more intricate pieces. I'm impressed. Okay. Yeah, let's see if anybody has any insight. Let us know.
Lisa's texting me right now.
Is she?
She is.
Okay.
Yes. Sorry, I don't know. I just feel like this is more information is good for me at this point because then I'm going to Google and I don't want to Google things.
No, don't.
I would rather have Micah says she hates metformin. She's a type 2 diabetic. Ozempic, and it helps a lot. So I've been on metformin since April.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it
Oh, you. I thought you were talking about someone else.
No, Aubrey says
I was
metformin
like, that sounds
can take,
like you.
Yeah,
Okay.
she said metformin can take a few months to work really well and for your stomach to get used to it. Yeah, I've been on it since April. And my stomach is definitely not used to it. Endocrinologist is the best doctor to go to. They know what they are doing. Your PCP doesn't have the expertise, right? Yeah.
That makes me so mad.
Okay, sorry. I'll read these comments, but you can continue to
keep
craft.
going. I'm not doing anything. We're just keeping cutting. Still less pressure. I'm just going to load more vinyl on this mat. You guys have seen me do it before. Please continue to help Becca. I tell you what pisses me off the most is because most of the time, the most undeserving people have the most freaking trouble like this, and it makes me so mad. Not saying anyone deserves it, but definitely not Becca. Okay, cutting that off. Adding this to our mat. Braying it down again. And you can actually bray down the vinyl on your shirt too.
Charlotte said it's not your insulin that's high, it's your glucose that's high, and that is diet. So Charlotte, my glucose isn't high. My glucose is normal. We've had that tested. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you so much. Linda said, don't Google. It's... Rachel and I are the worst.
We're the worst. It's true. It's
Rachel
true.
and I will come in and we're like, look, I had a headache and I Googled it and now I'm dying of cancer.
It's a brain tumor for sure.
And I'm like, yeah, I mean, it has to be that.
It's an aneurysm leaking, like just a bunch of...
And we know we're such, like,
you know what it is?
You know what
normally is? Drink more water. And we're like, it's a brain tumor. We know it. We might just need to lay off the pumpkin spice lattes and drink a little bit of water, but...
Well, I mean, that could be helpful. Yeah.
No. It's a brain tumor. It's not anything we're doing, Becca.
Oh
already placed this down, you guys saw. I'm cutting out our dog paws right now that we're actually going to be using reverse. We're going to be actually taking the pieces and laying them down on the shirt because I want this to have two different looks. This is going to be like a stencil bleach, and then the rest is going to be like negative bleached. So it's going to look pretty cool. So I'm cutting those out now. Gonna need some reverse tweezers for it, and these are not gonna look perfect, and they don't have to. I'm gonna refer back to Design Space to see which, just to make sure I'm making it look like Becca designed the file to look. A lot of the times going back, referring back to the Design Space to the original design can help with things like this. Yeah.
Metformin hasn't proven to work for my husband. He did well on Ziac, but if you haven't, please have your thyroid checked. My thyroid is also normal. So according to I'm actually looking at it right now because I go see my PCP today, and I'm going to chat with her about it too. But the only thing that is high is my insulin, and then also estradiol or something, which is like a hormone, I'm told. I'm told. I'm at the mercy of these people.
But it is good because it seems like they've ran all the tests that they could.
Yeah. See, I asked about Ozempic, especially because I can't, even if I'm on a strict diet, like strict, no carbs, veggie, I know how to lose weight. I'm not an idiot. I know what to do. Even if I'm doing that, I do not lose weight. So there's something going on, for sure. It's going to be fine.
We're going to make sure of it.
Yeah.
Yes, I cut out centers to my O's because I want those.
I'm so glad you did, Rachel. I'm so glad you did.
I wanted my centers to my O's.
That was easy, too. So I have to ask, Rach. I know that you love Lenny. And I know that you were crazy about Lenny. Like, he was your whole world. Now that you have Charlie.
Yeah.
How would you describe the change?
Am I putting this on? Yeah, I'm putting this on, right? So I've talked to some people about this. That's how that's supposed to go, but it doesn't look like it's how that's supposed to go.
Is it not supposed to be angled a little bit more? No.
Angled this way?
Yeah, maybe take the top of the top one to the left a little bit.
Like that? More?
Yeah. Oh, that looks good. Okay. That's perfect.
Okay. Anyways, I've actually talked to people about this. So, and I hate to say I judge people for doing this, but I'm a human, so we judge sometimes. Before I was pregnant and while I was pregnant, when I would see new parents post, hey guys, with the new baby, we just can't keep our dog. We're going to have to rehome him. So I hardcore judge people. I'm like, don't buy a dog if you're not going to keep him in the family. That's not fair to the dog. Be a better human. Honestly, that's how rude I was about it. My heart bleeds for animals, it does.
Right.
We have Charlie, and I 100% understand people doing that. I would never. I couldn't do it. I could never physically get rid of my dog ever. But my patience for bullcrap has decreased in such a way that any excess crap that doesn't have to go on, I'm like, let's just get rid of it then. So Lenny causes some issues. He's very limiting. We can't really leave the house without making a plan on who's keeping Lenny, what's Lenny gonna do. He gets in the way sometimes. He's pretty needy sometimes. I don't know. So he's still my baby. I'd never get rid of him ever. But my patience for him has diminished a little bit, which I personally think is normal.
I think so too.
Especially when having a baby. But now I apologize and understand to the people who can't take care of a dog while they're taking care of the rest of their family. I get it.
Well, your priorities change too.
That's what.
And to be honest, I love you, and I've told you this before. Like, your level of commitment to that dog was
insane,
over the top,
insane,
which is not a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing,
but it was. He was my baby, and it was Lenny. Yeah. I know. I was a little crazy.
Ada's the same way. I mean, she loves Granger the same way that you love Charlie. Maybe not that level. But I'm interested to see what would happen if Anna had a baby.
Yeah.
Because I was the same way about my dogs. I mean, I bought my dogs Coach collars and Juicy Couture clothes.
Crap, yeah, you did.
And before I had kids. And then I was like, oh, you have clothes? Okay.
You have clothes? Okay. It's just what you do. Now, again, I don't love him any less. I absolutely love Lenny. And I can't wait for Charlie to get big enough for them to, like, Charlie throw his toys and all that. Oh, yeah, you can't see me. I'm going to move around.
It's okay.
I'm going to move around. I'm going to try to make this even, too, because it's not like I can reposition these.
No.
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more.
They know what you're doing. But
You know what I'm doing. I'm going to move it around, though. I'm actually, just to tell you, I'm taking my pointy tool and just scraping right around the edge of one, not poking it, but making that peel up a little, enough for me to grab onto one of them with my reverse tweezers. But I want to put the base down first because that makes it easier. Now, these aren't going to look identical to each other. I think that's going to be cute, personally. Also, if you don't have humongous hands like me, you might be able to do this without the reverse tweezers, but not me.
I was going to say, I do like that you're using the reverse tweezers for this. I'm not sure that I would have thought about it, but it does make it a lot easier.
Yeah. And you guys are probably like, Rachel, why are you spending so much time doing, like, why are you choosing to do it this way? Well, again, this is going to have 2 different looks. This is going to be like block. You're just going to see white. But these, since I'm spraying it with the negative space there, it's going to be kind of blotchy around it. I think it's going to look really cute both ways. So now you can see how to do it both ways for when you might want to do this later.
Hey, for those of you who all make tumblers, Rachel and I have a question. Actually, it's more my question, but I know Rachel wonders as well. We've been watching TikToks where tumbler creators are hand placing like leopard print and cheetah print. So they'll cut it out like similar to what Rachel is doing, cut it out, weed it, and then hand place each individual piece of the cheetah and leopard. Why?
Why would you do that?
What's the advantage? And we're genuinely
you?
asking because we want to know,
Yeah.
is there a reason why they're doing that versus just grabbing? And here's the thing, like the ones that I've seen, it's not like it's a layer of glitter and then they're placing that directly onto it so that like a transfer tape or something would pull up the glitter. Like if that were the case, then I get that. But these have a coat of resin over them and then they're placing. So I don't understand. And I want to understand.
We want to know.
Yeah.
Let us know. This one's going to look a little bit.
Romo's here. Hey, Romo.
Hey, Romo. What's going on? You guys have seen I've already ditched my reverse tweezers. It's taking way too long. Although you can see I've already messed up on the one I ditched my reverse tweezers at. So
Robin says that she has done it because sometimes it's easier to get them exactly where she wants them. So I could see if you don't have like a repeating pattern that was perfectly lining up, that you could more easily place them so that it seems more seamless. Yeah. I could see that.
And you can, I don't know if you can see this one down here.
Uh-uh.
Okay. But I'm placing these pretty randomly. I'm probably not going to place all of them either. I want them to look pretty natural on a shirt. And I can always put more after the shirt is mostly completed.
Okay, that makes sense. Crystal said, Becca, I hand place some leopard prints when I have negative space. Totally makes sense.
Okay, let's see here. I think I want to put one up here at the top.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be cute. Look up here at the corner. You just got to be careful because we're getting close to the table, which we'll have a poster board underneath there too. Hope you can see that. So I'm going to be grabbing this base here. I don't think we've ever mentioned this, which is not a big deal, but Tennessee got new license plates this past year. And I finally got mine today. Super fun.
Is it on your car?
Like navy blue. It's not on there yet.
Tell them what happened yesterday. It's been a weird week around here.
Guys, I had my very first little car accident yesterday. I was coming in, of course, in my hometown to a 4-way stop going home. I didn't have Charlie with me or anything. It was just me. and I was about to go pick up Charlie and James and go to our dentist appointment. And I was sitting still, turning left at a four-way stop, and this girl that was over here was turning to her left, coming like right next to me into the other lane. It was her turn to go, so I was still stopped. Well, when she turned, when she started going, you know, accelerated, I noticed she was turning way too sharp. I'm like, she's coming right for me.
Yeah.
She's going to hit me. So I lay down on my horn, and she perks her head up and swerves, but not enough.
Do you think she was on her phone?
She dropped her garage door clicker, and she bent down to get her clicker. And she said she didn't even see me in that lane. So she was super sweet, super honest. But she rammed into the front headlight on the driver's side on mine. Her car's much worse off than mine. I mean, bumper to bumper, scraped bad. Bless her heart. But we backed up. What is it? What?
Michaela said, 7-footed dog? Question mark.
Yeah. Michaela, what kind of dogs do you have?
No, it's a happy dog. It's a happy dog that did a happy dance on the shirt. You know, it had the wiggle butts and it did the happy dance.
Technically, this is a one-footed dog.
Yeah.
It's just
it's hopping.
around. Technically. This isn't like he's walking up the shirt.
Full disclosure, we love when you give us crap about stuff like this.
Oh, it's the best. It's the best. But we pulled off to the side somewhere super safe, and the girl jumps out. Of course, I'm fine. She's fine. I was going 0 miles an hour, and she might have been going 10. So she jumps out of the car and comes up to me and says, I'm so sorry. She was my age. She is a single mother who is a server in Pigeon Forge, which is about 45 minutes away. I felt so sorry for her because let me tell you, accidents happen, crap happens. We were fine. That's all I could ask for. And I just felt sorry for her. But she was super apologetic. When the policeman got there, he came to me and was like, what happened? And she jumped right in. She said, oh, it was all me. She said, this poor girl was stopped at the stop sign and I hit her. And I think, I mean, you know, I know it's easy to get frustrated at times like that, but if you keep your composure and you know you don't know what's going on in the person's life, you know, she could be hurting or in pain mentally, emotionally or something. I'm like, we're fine. Cars can be replaced if it was worse. So why not just act, you know, be graceful about it. You know,
Yeah.
She was fine.
That's
I was
really
fine.
awesome that it wasn't a terrible experience.
Yeah, just try and be respectful. It was my first one, my first little fender bender ever. I've not had a single accident.
Rachel, some of these
car.
ladies are floored because you're 24.
24, never even okay. I've been pulled over once in my life because my husband wasn't wearing a seatbelt.
James's fault, clearly.
James's fault, clearly. Other than that, I've never been pulled over for myself at all.
Maria had her first accident before she even got her permanent license, so she had her permit.
Oh no!
Beth also had her first accident on,
what are you all doing?
On her first drive after she got her license. Beth.
Huh. And I had like a sports car for my first car. She was a 6-cylinder. She went up to 200 miles an hour. She flew. It was a 2001 Nissan Maxima.
But Rachel is a rule follower, which is not a bad thing.
I'm a rule follower.
She's a rule follower, so she would never speed.
Well, I do speed, but it's like the normal limit. If the speed limit's 50, I'll go like 55. Okay, I'm gonna spray this into the trash can to make sure the flow is how I want it. For this one, we're doing coffee and dogs first. I want it to be a pretty, what do you call this?
Spray?
Confined.
Oh,
a pretty
you want it
confined
small.
Spray.
So that
not
you
a
can
stream,
control it
like
more.
not a stream because I don't want to soak through, but I want to be able to control it more.
Beth Lowry is 53 years old and has never been pulled over or had a ticket, and she's been driving since she was 16. That's incredible. Beth, I think my mom, I haven't seen her here. Mom, if you're here, correct me if I'm wrong. You've had one accident which was not your fault, and that's it since driving. I don't think she's ever been pulled over for speeding.
I'm also using my hand here, if you can't tell. Now, we might have a little bit of bleeding underneath it at the more saturated parts, but I'm going to take my heat gun and heat this up. And actually, before that.
What type of tip are you using? That bottle, it's just a bottle from Walmart in the cleaning section. And it has, you can make it like a stream or like, just like
a straight spray. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to get some paper towels and dab up around here.
He thought we were using a spray can. Okay.
No. And I did get a little bit of spray up here. It's all right. Honestly, it's fine.
Actually, you know what? A little overspray might look cute there.
Yeah, that's true. So I'm just going to heat this up for a little while. And listen, guys, this is a very forgiving craft. You can always add more bleach, but I don't know if I want to. I kind of like that it's showing a little bit of the blue popping out there because you'll be able to read this perfectly anyways. I like the look of this. And then I'm going to be spraying around our paws, which is going to be adorable. I'm going to give it a little bit more. There we go. Just like that. I hope you can hear me while I'm doing this. Okay. That's all we're going to do for that. I'm going to get a couple more paper towels. Dab that up a little bit. I'm going to let that chill there because it's not doing any harm to us. Now I'm going to go through and do this to our paws. So, I'll make sure you guys can see these. I'm going to do this one down here, this middle one first. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to adjust my nozzle. I want it to be more of a mist. That's very misty.
Yes, Mel, it would be a great project to do outside. In fact, it will change a whole lot quicker if you can be outside.
Yes.
Obviously, we couldn't take this outside. Kat, that is hysterical. She said, totally random. I heard that a 20-second hug can help reduce stress. I've also heard this. Scott hugged me for 20 seconds before he left this morning. We realized in 20 seconds is a long time. I think I would die.
Becca, you're not
if
a
Wayne
very
hugged me for 20
person
seconds.
anyways.
Now, Beckett can come hug me for 20 seconds if he wants to. Actually, every single morning. Well, most every morning, unless I'm up way before Beckett. He crawls into my, Wayne will go wake him up, and he's supposed to be like getting ready or eating breakfast, but Wayne will crawl into my, or not Wayne, Beckett. Will crawl into my bed and say, Mommy, do you want to snuggle? I'll never leave you.
Stop it, Becca.
And I just have to, I need to get up and take a shower, and all I can say is, yeah, of course I want to snuggle.
Oh, yeah, we got some bleeding here. This, oh, Lord, this looks horrible. Well, this part was a massive fail. It was my stream for sure.
Well, I wondered if you had, like, used a paintbrush to paint it on.
Oh, that's smart. I bet so.
I mean, you still would have had some seepage. Oh.
You can't even read it.
You cannot.
It's okay. I'm going to get my other paws.
I got pulled over for going 50 and a 25. The cop let me off with a warning because women don't speed on purpose.
That's not what he said. Tell me that's not what he said. Tell me that's not what he said.
What sort of antiquated thinking does a person... how do they process that? Oh, my gosh.
I don't even have to blot these. That's so sad. Now I want to try the paintbrush so bad.
Here's the thing, Linda. I've said it before. I don't hate hugs. I hate awkward hugs. And I consider an awkward hug one where, like, you're just, like, patting me on the back and not actually hugging me.
That is an awkward hug.
That drives me. Just don't do it. Just say hi to me if you're just going to pat my back.
Oh, my gosh. Do you see that?
That's adorable.
Look.
So why did that not seep?
I did it the same way. I don't know. That's bad. You know what you can do? You know what you could do?
What?
You could take the exact same thing in the exact same size and put HTV on that.
Oh, so it would be like an offset
yes.
kind of. Yeah, that's true. That would be really cute.
Maybe I'll cut that out right now and do that. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
That's wet.
Apparently, Romo is an ex-graffiti artist. And here's the thing, Romo. I am very infatuated by graffiti.
Are you, Becca?
I am. I
didn't know this about you.
I think some graffiti is absolutely beautiful. And I don't understand how anyone can make it look that good. I just don't get it. It's spray paint. How do you control... Oh, that's why you asked what nozzle.
Because you switch nozzles?
You can switch nozzles. This makes a lot more sense. I'm like, how do you shade with spray paint?
Becca, what time's your appointment?
1:45, we're good.
Okay.
I've already pre-checked too. We're good.
She's pre-checked in.
Pre-checked
My
in.
sister was going to the pediatrician for her baby just a few weeks ago, and she said, Rachel, whatever you do, make sure that you take the car seat for Charlie, because let me tell you, whenever you get there and you have to enter in all that information, you have to answer all those questions, you're gonna really wish that you had him to be able to like sit in something. And I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, I pre-check in. I don't know what you're doing, but it's not what I'm doing. Mine's way fancier than yours, apparently.
Are you talking about the pediatrician?
Yes.
Rachel.
She was like, you're gonna have to do like so much.
Our pediatrician didn't get that until probably the last 6 months.
Really?
Yes.
I thought that was like
I would fill out no, because I was right there with her. Like if I had to take both kids, I would want to pull my hair out by the time I got the paperwork
Understandable.
done. It was awful.
Understandable.
So they would send out like these surveys and they're like, how can we improve things? I'm like, send us the check-in process beforehand so we're not wrangling 40 kids and trying to remember their social security number.
I thought that was just basic, that everybody did that. That check-in thing online. I can't believe that's new. Well, good though. Good.
Maria does give amazing hugs, Crystal. You're right. She said if you want an amazing hug, get one from Maria. She gives amazing hugs. You got a hug from Maria, didn't you?
Of course I did.
Thankfully, you didn't give her COVID. So, Anna got COVID like 14 days after Rachel had it. And statistically speaking, it's very unlikely that Rachel gave it to Anna.
Which means I gave it to no one.
However, we still like to give Rachel crap about it.
You know, it's okay. I'll take the hit.
Kat says, see, Rach, you do things on the fly. She's proud of you for doing this on the fly.
Thank you, Kat. Yeah. As soon as I saw that being like a blob, I'm like, that's so much bigger than it was. And I'm like, wait, it's bigger than it was. That means it could be cute as an offset.
I do love graffiti on train cars. I loved it. But here's the thing. If you're watching the train cars go by, some of it looks really amazing and then other of it looks like I did it. And I want to say, why would you go graffiti something if you are a terrible artist like I am? It's not like I thought I would be really good because it's a big train car and maybe this time things would change.
Maybe this time.
Maybe this time. It is not necessary to give your doctor your social security number. Just leave it blank.
Just what?
Well, here's the problem, Maria. I have had insurance issues in the past where the social security number was needed, especially for my kids, because they had a birth name, they have their adopted name, and one of my kids is in the system from the insurance company twice, and my husband's name is the same as my son's, so it gets all confusing.
Sounds like that was your fault. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Mildly. Yeah. I do need somewhere to practice my skills. Here's the thing, though. Romo, I have no skills. There's nothing to improve on. You have to have a basis before you can improve.
Becky, you never know unless you try.
Maybe they're practicing is what Robin said. Maybe they are, Robin. You're right. Maybe they are.
Yeah, everybody's got to practice somewhere.
The train car,
you know? Yeah, might as well be. Boom. Well, the paws are, look at this. Look at the paws. The paws are cute. Okay, guys. You bet your butt I'm putting HTV on this. Already got it cut out. How cute will that be? Okay. Miss Charles comments. Terry! Hi, Terry! What are you doing?
Oh my goodness. Welcome.
Welcome. Weed heat this out real quick.
All right, do you want me to dry your shirt so you can put HTV on it?
I think I'm going to press it for a few seconds.
Okay.
Think that'll dry it enough-ish?
I don't know. Maybe burn a hole in it since there's bleach on it. I don't know.
There's only one way to find out.
Yeah.
And it's by doing it. I have been MIA for a while. Terry, you have. It's good to see you and that Tigger profile picture of yours.
Yeah, we immediately know who it is when we see that.
That's why when you all change your profile pictures, we're like, who?
Confused, yeah.
Who is it? Who is that?
It's really confusing when they change their handles, unless it's
Thanks,
to their
Carly.
actual name. Carly's here with her actual one today, like her
No,
personal one.
I saw her Carly Designs.
Did she switch back?
That was what she was on earlier today. She might have
The
switched
shirt
back.
should be rinsed after bleaching to prevent the bleach from continuing to work and weaken the shirt. Yes, Maria, it absolutely should.
So what
It
you're
needs to be
saying?
rinsed out.
So what you're saying is this is a stupid idea.
Well, no one's going to wear this shirt, Rachel.
That's true.
So, yes, if you were doing this for a shirt that you were going to wear,
Don't do this.
then you would need to wash it.
Kind of like tie dye, when tie dye's done, and you can stick tie or dip dye like RIT dye. If you're done with your RIT dye project, you have to go ahead and bring it out. Make sure it's all rinsed off good. Okay. Let's see. Let's see how bad this goes. Should I put a Teflon sheet over this? Nah. I'm cool with that. We'll go ahead and heat this up. It smells like a pool in here.
It does. It
We're
sure
gonna have
does.
to. Oh God. Oh God, this is bad. Back up the fumes. The fumes. I think I'm gonna pass out.
Let me open the door.
I'm gonna pass out. So guys, maybe we'll put HTV on this later.
After it's like washed?
Because the actual shirt needs to be rinsed and washed.
Well, I wondered, especially because it was wet,
It was wet.
what would happen.
That's okay. It'll all look like that eventually.
Well, you just place the HTV over top of it so they can see what it would have looked like.
Oh. Well, now it's got a press mark on it because that's the color that the rest of the shirt's going to be.
It sure does.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
We're going to,
Was there bleach there?
Bleach where?
Around where the press mark is?
Only from like where the paws are.
Oh, because from here it looks like it's a whole rectangle.
But coffee and dogs
Oh, look at that.
would go there
I don't know if that
and
helped at
actually
all.
be cute.
It still smells like a pool in here.
It would be cute.
It's a little overwhelming.
I know, when I put that heat on, I was like, I'm going to pass out.
It's like a hot tub.
But
in
you
a
guys
room.
see what I was trying to do. I was trying to save this fail of a shirt is what I was trying to do. Whew. Lord. Whew. But let me tell you, boy, howdy are these paws cute.
You don't have to put peroxide on to stop the bleaching now. You just need to rinse it. You can put peroxide
And
on it.
please do not put anything else in the washing machine on your first wash with this
Oh,
sucker.
yeah, no.
Please don't. But this on the negative space of the coffee and dogs
That
mixed
turned
with
out really
this
cute.
would be cute.
Yep.
However, today we're trying not to get anyone sick. I'm gonna pass out. So glad Charlie wasn't with us today.
Oh my gosh, yes.
We would not have been doing very good. But okay, let's see how holding it up does.
I don't know, Rach, maybe you should wear this shirt.
Okay, go on. It's gonna stay. So, Becca's dying. After we both get checked out at the doctor's office,
I'm gonna go with me.
we'll be back. We'll be back.
Wait, Griselle was here? Was she here? Oh. Hey.
Oh.
I guess it was your lunch break at school. How is school going? She started back this week.
Oh yeah, how is it going? Let me know. Oh, the paws are cute. Okay, so here's what I would have done differently. Let's make this a teaching moment. Here's what I would have
look
done
at the
differently.
back.
That's when I heat pressed it. Because I've jerked my...
Double-sided shirt.
I've done this like 10 times. This one did not go very well. at all. And it's sad because I was like, this is going to go great because I've done this so much. This is horrible. So what I would have done differently, clearly. I really like the paws. So paintbrush method, I think would have been cute with this paintbrush method, which maybe we can do one of those like in a couple weeks with that neon pink one that I'm not going to get lost in the woods doing. I do like that negative space.
Micah says it's a cute going to bed shirt, which we refer to as a moo-moo.
Yes,
yeah,
as a moo-moo. I do like it as a good moo-moo. Plus, washed, this, I think this would be kind of cute. I like the little doggy paws. So I guess I was a little heavy-handed on the bleach as well. Maybe I did my sprays too wide, like I needed to
tighten it up
a little bit.
Well, even then, I do like to use a paintbrush even for that.
Yeah. Oh, like what?
Around to add around, just paint around it. And do, like, I would have taken...
How do you get the splatters natural-ish on that?
Well, no.
Oh, you mean you paint around the design?
Yeah, so I just take the paintbrush and do, like, kind of like an overlay.
And then you spray, like, just right around here.
Just little spritzes.
Ooh, yeah, I like that.
Is that the correct way? I have no idea.
Is there... I was about to say, is there a correct way?
Yeah,
you know, it happens. It happens. Yes. Thank you, Terry. You might have been gone, but Anna did cut all of my hair.
Yeah, and yesterday she was like, I have a bowl cut. Cut it off.
I do have a bowl cut.
Because it's been 4 weeks. I tried to tell her that she'd have to get it cut every 4 weeks.
And I'm fine with that.
Did you water down the bleach?
No, you don't have to dilute this. No. Also, a couple things to note whenever you're doing this, not like this, because it's horrible. I'm probably going to take this video down. No, I'll probably leave it up. A view's a view, people. But don't get the splashless bleach. It has like a thickener in it. Yeah. Do not use that. Sometimes that's all you can find. Don't use that. Go somewhere else. Buy another type of bleach. Also, I'm sorry, guys. I thought this was going to be super cute. I had it in my heart that it was going to be.
It's okay. You know,
and I thought it was going to be.
They say it's good to see administrative mistakes being made other than just me.
Other than just Becca?
No.
Becca does make a
she
lot
didn't
more.
mean she didn't mean that, but that is also true.
No, I'm kidding. Yes. I'm kidding. So do as I say, not as I do. Not every life turns out adorable.
I'd love to see it done with a paintbrush to see if it's better. We can do that, Carly.
I want to do that now. I didn't even think about using a paintbrush. Yeah. I think Becca's done that in the future or
in the past. Yeah,
in the past. I can see what she's doing in the future. But yeah, so today, for the rest of the day, I'm going to be filming a lot of really fun videos for you guys that hopefully are not some massive fails like today's project. And some are from the Dollar Tree, like fall projects. I'm really excited to be able to share with you what we're making in some of these. They're going to be super cute. Don't buy what bleach? Why? Sherry, don't buy splashless bleach. So they market that for people that use it in their laundry, of course, and they don't want to splash it on themselves or anything like that. But it has a thickener in it, and that won't work well for this. So make sure you don't get splashless bleach. I have you guys streaming on 2 different devices.
Oh, she's got both of her accounts on there. Do you see? This is commitment. This is why we love you all more than you all will ever know.
It is commitment.
You all are amazing.
Maybe we can have a guest teacher for graffiti.
How would we?
But like, make a wall. We'll build a wall.
Also, on average, like if you were just doing a very simple mural, simple but beautiful, how long would it take you, Romo? I'm curious.
I'm gonna go with like 6 or 8 hours. Honestly,
no idea.
A long time. More like in watch time. Carly, thank you. That's so sweet. We can add this to the classic list. Hat press, balloons, and bleach. Flock loves fails. Honestly. And again, today I did not expect this to go this badly, but I'm literally going to toss this in the garbage can. That was a bad one.
Probably toss that board in there too. Is it saturated?
I don't think so. This isn't the same one I used. That's one I used. But I'm sorry, guys. Fails happen. Fails happen for sure.
We need a behind the scenes of Oak and Lamb lives and videos I would totally watch with wine and popcorn.
See them.
Yeah, we've talked about it. Have you been saving any footage?
I know the videos that have some good footage in them.
Yeah.
Like all the unedited ones are on that.
Yes. Yeah.
But, which Becca was so smart the other day. I'm like, I'm just clear this out. And she goes, No, that's got all of our unedited videos on it. That's going to be what we want to use at the end of the year if we wanted to do like a blooper reel for the year or something like
funny.
that.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
Yeah.
My favorite. Do you have any where you're doing that weird noise in the back of your throat? Yeah.
Yeah.
I want that on there.
Listen, we've both got some cursing. I have some where I'm like blowing my nose. Taking a call, which
burp.
Burping.
Yeah.
Burping's a big one. The ones that I filmed when I had COVID, Becca was not here. I came in at like the tail end of my COVID, and I was really hoarse.
You got bleach on your shirt.
Oh, it's okay.
Anyway.
I would go like over to the side. Oh my gosh, we've got blooper shots for days.
I also love when I'm filming and Rachel isn't here, and I'm giving her I'm talking to her like she is here, in the video.
But she knows I edit them, so it's kind of smart. She'll be like, "I'm sorry, Rachel.
Please don't hate me."
Yes. The end of yesterday's live was great. I thought that my dedication deserved an award.
How does your back feel after that?
It's okay. Cracked it good, I think.
Yeah.
Cracked it.
Yeah.
A little bit of stretching. Stretched it out for sure.
Is that noise to scratch your throat? I have to do that when I have allergies. It's such a relief.
That's exactly
I can't
why
do
I
it. I have no idea how to do it.
It's allergies, Megan. That's exactly why I do. If I'm around cats or most dogs Bleach. Becca's leaving me here to film all day. I'm going to get lightheaded and pass out. No one's going to know I'm here. I'm kidding.
I'll text you every 5 minutes.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Thank you. Because you're not busy at your doctor's appointment. But speaking of, I got to let Becca go to her doctor's appointment.
Oh, it's fine.
Guys, thanks for watching this fail of a live. If you love teachers that sometimes know what they're doing, you would love Oak and Lamb. Can we see the balloons? No. No, you can't. Nope. Maybe if I take it past the trash. No, guys, we made a pact 2 days ago. We're like, if we can't use it, we're gonna have to toss it and get rid of it. And we have too much here in the studio. We have to get organized. We still want to give you guys a behind the scenes video of in here, and we have never felt comfortable enough to do that. Anywho, we're gonna be going off for a while. You won't see us live until
Monday.
Oh, we're going live Monday. Anna's going to be here.
Anna will be here.
Maybe
for those of you who love
maybe she can
Anna.
have a fail next too, and then I won't be the talk of the town. No, I'm kidding.
I don't think she's going to have a fail.
No, because she's done it before, and
it's really cute.
So grab your squeegees for Monday's live. Grab your squeegees, and we're going to have a great time. Is that live at 1 o'clock? I don't know what time that live is. You can check that later, and then we'll be scheduling some more lives for the next week's coming up. All next week's are already on there. So if you're not already subscribed, make sure you do subscribe so you don't miss any of that either. And then we're gonna have some pre-recorded content going out tomorrow and Saturday. So look forward to that. They're gonna be amazing. I'll let you know, Linda, what time Monday for sure.
It's 12 or 1. We have to schedule it around Anna's work schedule, and
yes.
I think she likes them at 12, but I can't remember.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So guys, have a fantastic day. Thanks for watching this train wreck of a live. I hope you at least had a fun time. We'll see you.